Nice guys habits that you need to stop right away. Welcome back. My name is Joseph and this is my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm gonna share with you habits that nice guy need to stop doing. Alright? Who is a nice guy? In a literal sense of the word, it's a guy who is agreeable, gentle, compassionate, sensitive, and vulnerable. And it's a great thing to be a nice guy, unless of course people are using it in a derogatory way. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not by this video saying that guys need to go out there and be mean to everybody, especially women. I am not saying that at all, but I am saying that there are some traits that makes nice guy finish last. And if you ever wondered why bad guys quote unquote always seems to get an head, but then hopefully this video will give you some insights on why that keeps happening and what nice guys are doing wrong. So if you're a nice guy watching this video, or if you find yourself being called a nice guy by women and you seem never to be able to score when it comes to women, then this video is for you, because you're always ending up in the friend zone. Let's quickly jump into this habit that nice guy needs to stop doing. Real quick though, before I jump into the habit, let's really dive into the characteristics of this nice guy, this so-called nice guy. These are typically guys who believe that they are good, they are caring, and so they would get basically very fulfilling relationship in the end. Love and happiness will always be knocking at their door, and they will be really fulfilled. Nice guys also typically offer to do things for women, and this include women that they do not know, and they usually go above and beyond for just some women out there in attempt to come across as a nice guy. Nice guy also typically avoid conflict and confrontation if they have an opinion that is different. A nice guy would typically just watch everything and keep cool and keep his opinion to himself and not to offend anyone. And they typically seek approval from others, and they always look for a right way to do things, and they find it very difficult making tough decision. So these are what we call nice guys. If it sounds familiar to you, it's something that you do, I just proved to you that this video is for you. Habit number one that you need to stop is being a people pleaser. Let me tell you something that I discovered in life. You see, when you're young, you might find yourself falling in that trap, or that space where you feel like you need to make most friends, you need to get everybody to like you, you need to try and make everybody happy. As you grow older, you tend to realize that, well, you can't make everybody happy, and you cannot be all things to all people. And indeed, if you attempt to do that, you will never be perfect enough for anyone. Neither will you even begin to love yourself, because you set a high standard for yourself, an impossible standard for yourself, and eventually you're just going to eat away your self-esteem. Nice guys need to stop being people pleaser. They literally wake up every day thinking about who they will please. So if you're in an office, maybe probably office with a nice guy, you might find yourself in trouble more often than not, because he will always go above and beyond to help people, to come across as a better option for people, to make himself available to people, and everybody would end up using him. He doesn't see it as being used, however. He just feel like that's the only way he could get ahead, and that's the only way he will receive validation. If you're a nice guy, you need to stop being people pleaser. I'm not saying do not try to please anyone at all. There are certain relationships that worth it. Familiar relationship, for instance, or if you have a homely relationship, you might want to impress or please your partner. However, this thing were to blanket thing for you, just feel like you need to make people around you happy, whether they directly influence your life or not, is something you absolutely must put an end to, put a stop to, okay? Halt. Number two, stop agreeing with anyone and everything. So I'm not saying go ahead and disagree with everybody. I'm simply saying that always know that your opinion are valid too. The way you feel about certain things carry weight. And feel free to articulate your position at any point in time. You don't have to be silent or be quiet or go with the flow simply because you do not want to offend people. It's okay to disagree, and when you disagree with someone, it's not something that should be an argument. You can actually agree to disagree, right? You can actually disagree without pulling out knives, being at each other's throats. And when you pick a side, make sure you stick to it, because a lot of nice guys seem to not have a mind of their own. The way that they are today, they are here, tomorrow they are there. Just depend on which team they want to please more, which person they want to please more. When you're a man, it is important that you always have a mind of your own, an opinion of your own, and let it be known at every opportunity, because there are other alpha men who are looking to own that spot as easy and as fast as they can whenever they walk into a space. Listen, if you find yourself agreeing with anyone, you might be undercutting your individuality. Another habit that nice guys always have to keep to cut is saying yes to everyone. Essentially, what I'm saying is learn to say no. When you learn to say no, you free yourself from so many things that can hold you down. So here is a typical example of things that I've heard happen over and over again. And if you have a male friend, chance that you've heard the story too. He goes out with her to a restaurant. She's taking advantage of him. All these most expensive things on the menu. And then when the bill comes, even though he knows he has just enough to order a ride back home, he would use that money to pay for the extra the girl wants. And then it's two things. He either walks back home or phones up a friend to rescue him. So this happens all the time. And you see, this is something that you could have easily avoided if you simply learn to say no. You see, men feel like they always need to come out tough and strong, and it has its own advantages. I also feel like you don't have to be a nice guy to own detriment. When you are at the restaurant, if she's ordering more that you can afford to pay for, just tell her, oh, I actually don't carry a lot of money today, so if you want extras, you're going to have to pay for it. It's as simple as that. Or, no, I can't afford this particular meal right now, but if you like another option on the menu, you're free to take it. Listen, if because of that the girl don't want to see you again, so be it, because she doesn't seem care. She's out to just spend your money, and it's obvious, right? Let her go. And this isn't just a matter of only when you're trying to build relationships. This applies to every other aspect of your life. Don't feel the need to overthink it. How are they gonna feel? Oh, they're gonna feel bad, they're gonna feel. No, put yourself first. Everybody else is doing that. So don't think that by doing so suddenly you become the bad guy. In fact, anyone who truly appreciates you for who you are will understand if you come clean and say, no, I cannot do this because of X, Y, and Z. And in other case, you don't even have to offer an explanation. A simple no, a firm no, should suffice. If you don't remember anything I've said on this tape, all I'm saying is learn to recognize manipulation behavior, because if you do not learn to say no, you're going to be manipulated, not just by women, but by every single person. The next thing you need to do is to draw the line. Don't allow people to insult you. Don't allow people to disrespect you. Don't allow people to take you for granted. Being nice doesn't mean being stupid. Stand up for yourself. If, for instance, a co-worker decides to pass off your idea of his or hers, call them to order. You are not a coward. Let them know that this was your idea and they stole it, and then everybody know what's going on. If you agreeing with a woman to go out on a date, and for some reason she decide not to show, doesn't call you, doesn't text, I mean, just literally ghost you, feel free to call her out as well. Call her out. It was rude. Let her know. And that way, next time you set up a date, she will know not to treat you that way. See? What people don't realize is we allow people to treat us the way they do. People continue to treat you badly if you tolerate bad behavior. People will continue to treat you in a certain way if you do not speak up for yourself. So you can actually still be a nice guy, but just make sure that when people cross that line, when they cross that barrier, you are quick to point it out and let them know that you did not appreciate that. If for nothing at all, they will respect you even if they don't say it. The last thing you want to be is a doormat. Be a nice guy, but kill those habits that makes people look down on you and take advantage of you. I hope this video has helped you. If it was, smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next episode.